Audie, how is it going, y'all? It's your boy Marcus, the Low Vision Gamer, and welcome back to another episode. For this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys a few different games that have controller support. The reason why I'm doing this is because I know when I did one of my Prince of Persia gameplays, I told you guys I was going to show you my game library towards the end of the episode, but I never got around to doing it. So I've decided to kind of make it its own separate video to kind of make it up to y'all. But I'm not going to show you every single game because this episode would get very, very long, which, to be fair, I do have quite a bit of storage to do that, but I'm going to try to keep it somewhat condensed. So I'm really only going to show you guys some of the standouts. Some games that you wouldn't think you wouldn't think would have controller support, but they actually do. So let me show you guys a few different games. And there's one in particular. This game right here. Where is it? This one right here. Rayman Adventures. This is interesting, y'all. Because what if I told you guys this game isn't actually dead? Now, let me explain. So, I think this mobile game came out back in like 2015 or something. I don't remember the exact date, but I just looked it up on Google real quick. To be honest, I saw like the year, but like didn't really care for like the actual release date. But I know it released in 2015, and the game supposedly shut down in 2023. But as you can clearly see, played 4 hours ago. You might be asking, wait, hold on, Marcus. How is a game that's supposedly shut down? How are you able to play a game that was supposedly shut down back in 2023? How does that make any sense? Well, I'm going to show you guys. And this is crazy to think that a game like this is still active. But before we do that, let me show you guys a few games. So this first one here, I never thought this one would actually even be around, but it's full of sparks. It's a little game where you play as this like firecracker that's trying to survive, claim my sparks. I have 26 sparks now. Sorry. Got a little bit of hiccups, but there's two different modes. So you've got the classic, and then you've got Pinata, which is what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna do this stage right here. I like how the firecrackers all have names instead of them just doing numbers. But the whole point is you're trying to complete these series of challenges without losing a life like that. But yeah, I was definitely surprised when I downloaded this game that it had support. Like, I'm literally using my MCON to play this, which I feel like it's the better way to do it, because the D-pad is nice, but I feel like the little arrows that it already has is not bad, but I feel like it feels a lot more comfortable. And also, another thing too, as I don't even have the grip slip, because I'm using the D-pad, it's not like a very intense game. I mean, it is if you play the classic, but it's not that much. I don't know if this game's really going to stay in my library, though. I'm still trying to figure out what my definitive library is. Even though I counted, I have like 16 different games that have control support. Although I'm not sure I'm going to keep all of them. I might keep like half. I gotta figure out which half are going to stay and which ones are going to leave. So we go here? No? Okay. But you kind of get the whole idea with this game. You're just trying to avoid try one more time. Dude, what the heck? What am I missing here? What? Anyways, you know what? Let's move on. Y'all kind of get the point of this one. Just gotta hold the button. After that, another kind of unique one is this one right here. It's called Causality. And this is another game that you would think it wouldn't have controller support, but again, it does. I will say that the controls for this, when you're using a gamepad, it does feel a little bit jank, but it does take a little bit. Like, once you kind of get it down, it does feel pretty good. But yeah, I'm using my D-pad, and it's pretty responsive. So, I don't know. Maybe I might add this one to the library, but I gotta play this some more to really decide if I'm going to. But yeah, you'll notice that it tells you the trigger. The triggers, I feel, work better. You can use the right stick, but it feels off. So the triggers are your best way to do it. And then it wants you to press. So B is to reset. And then when you want to pick a direction, you use the D-pad, and you press A to switch. And that's pretty much how that goes. And then you go on to level 2. It's a unique game. Let me know down below if you guys want me to actually make a gameplay for this. Make this into a fun series. So yeah, I'm using the gamepad. So then you want to go boom. Boom. Just like that. We'll do like the first like 5. We'll do like the first like 5 levels. So now we got 2 different astronauts. There we go. And then you go. So let's see. There we go. Just like that. And then we got level 5 right here. So then you pretty much do. You want to try to guide the other little space dudes. So you go, let's see, I think. The buttons do feel nice and clicky, which is good. But you only get, the thing about this game is that you only get like a certain amount of like, not really time, but like a certain, oh yeah, I do like how it just immediately responds right away. So you can just click the touch or, so like in theory, or not in theory, but like essentially you could just like close the MCON up and just play it like a normal mobile game, which is pretty nice, but I don't know. It doesn't really feel the same. Let me slide it up. I feel like this just feels a lot better with a controller. So it is nice to know that it does have some sort of support. I'll probably get the prices to all these and put them in like the description, or put like links to these games if you guys want to check them out. Maybe I'll put a list to like. Actually, I'm gonna make a top 5. Next episode, I'm gonna make like my top 5 favorite mobile games to play, and I'll put links to those in the description. But yeah, I think after this, I'm gonna probably crack down and start looking at games I'm gonna actually want to play in the long run. So let's see. So ideally, we want to go. Yeah, because he's already gonna have. So if he's going this way. Bam! Alright, there we go. On to the next game. After that, I've got Path of Giants. So this is like another puzzle. It's like another puzzle game. A lot of these are like puzzle games. Which, nothing wrong with that. But this is another interesting one. Although it works a little bit differently, because this one actually uses this one uses like a pointer, and then to control your characters. So you can just use like the tap controls, or you can also use just the mouse style, and you can just click on each one, or use the triggers to kind of switch between characters, which is nice. So, looks like we kind of want to start building these dudes to make a bridge for green to go to. You want to make a bridge for green, and then you take blue. And yellow, oops. Now yellow should go over here. Boom. And then you can use the right stick to kind of look around. It's not the best view, but you can look around the board to kind of see your surroundings and all that. But this is essentially how you would play Path of Giants. So yellow is in a good place. We just gotta get, actually all of them are in a good place. The only ones that we gotta move would be blue. We'd have to help out blue. So I gotta get yellow over here. We gotta get green over here. And then we can take yellow over there. Oh wait, no. Blue needs to come down. Hold on. Blue needs to come down first. Right, because we're trying to guide blue. And then from there we can take yellow. And then from there, blue can go over here and get on top of those two. Then we can take yellow to get up top of that, to get off of that section, and then we can get green to come all the way over here. They're like pots, like any little hidden stuff. So it's good to check around. We bring green over here, and then yellow comes over there, and boom. And there you be. So now we got like extra little paths now. wants yellow to kind of come. Ah, I see. So wait. Because it wants yellow to kind of meet with the others, right? So ideally, oh no, because blue is down there. Ah, yeah. No, because blue, yeah, blue. We want a blue over here. And then, let's get green to come over here. Blue can come up top, which means we can then take yellow, move him over here. Oops. And then blue could come down this way. Then yellow can come down here, and then green can come over this way. And boom, there we go. We got all three dudes. Now we got ourselves a little puzzle. It's kind of the same deal. So it looks like the only thing is we gotta get. So we gotta get all three colors to link up. Oh, okay, hold on. So then we want to go. Oh no, wait, look. So we want to go. Okay, hold on, I got it. I got it. So you want to go here, rotate that, and boom, there you go. That is it. There you go. That is a quick little. Just a quick little look at Path of Giants. Let's go back to the home page. Let me load up one of my favorites. One of my favorite racing games. I mean, don't get me wrong. Asphalt's a fun little racer, but definitely not as fun as this one right here. Riptide GP2. This game, if I remember, this game, I'm pretty sure this game came out a long time. Like, the last time I played it, this is how I remembered it. Like, they hadn't changed a thing, which I don't know why. For some strange reason, I'm kind of glad. But what I will say though is, despite how old this game is, they've actually found a way to make it so that it can fit with your device. So, for example, since my phone's got the notch. Right, my iPhone 17's kind of got this weird. You can go to graphics, and you can click on this notch, and then it'll literally optimize your device so that it doesn't have the notch indent, which is really awesome. Like, you don't see a lot of games do this. And like I said, despite this game's, I think this game came out in, I don't even remember, but I remember playing this when I was a lot younger, when I got my first smart device. I put a lot of time into this thing, a lot of time into this game. This is like a classic for me. So the fact that it's still up and running is still crazy, and the fact that they've optimized it to fix it so that it won't block up the knot, especially when it comes to like upgrading. It's really nice. So yeah, that's a really cool little setting. But yeah, the controls work pretty good. I'll even load up a quick race for you guys to kind of show you. We'll do this one. Churn Alley. Although, one thing I will say is I do remember all of these. The soundtracks never changed either. Because I remember back then, they used the same soundtrack. I don't know, man. I feel like that's what they could change it something. Or at least add it. But it is really cool. Yeah, this definitely might be in my, top 8. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Or maybe 9. I might even just do 9. That's how much you can have in the so I'll probably add like an extra. I'm just gonna go through my library and figure out. No, I think an 8 seems more fair. Maybe 9 for Apple games specifically. All the stunts in this game is pretty cool too. Turn to the left. We're gonna avoid that for now. Third? Not bad. Do you think we could do better? Try to see if we can get into sneak in a second. I think we might be able to. It's gonna be kind of a tough challenge, but oh! Bam! Boost! I think we might be taking third. Or should have the grips on that. Yeah, because I'm literally just playing this without the grip switch. It ain't the best, but hey, I'll still make the best. And boom. There you go, guys. That is a little quick race for you in Riptide GP2. Absolute banger. So now, what do we think? What do y'all think? Shall we take a look at Rayman Adventures? Nah, I'm kidding. We'll wait a little bit longer. Because there is actually one game that I decided to check out, and that's this Cassette Beasts game. Although I will admit, the one thing that is kind of annoying about this one is the menus. It does work, but when it comes to actually like selecting the game, it's kind of annoying. But overall, it's a decent game. It's definitely unique. But see, it lets me select, but to actually, like, start it, it's not telling me what button I need to press to, like, confirm. It's like I actually have to, like, touch the screen to start it. But the best way I could describe it, it's kind of like Pokemon, but, like, off-brand, I guess. But yeah, I'm controlling the different characters. Like, I'll just load into a quick session for you guys to kind of see. But yeah, look, it's literally, all it really is, it is just like a 4D take on Pokemon. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, controller support on this is fine. So let's go with this. See, it could technically. I'm just gonna wait. It's already gonna take up a lot of money. Let's chip a little damage to this dude. There we go. There we go.
Sorry.
Yep, I knew one of my other guys was pretty much down for the count. Both of my peeps are down for the count. We both lose. Oh, man. Yeah. Full restores.
Well,
Fully restores. Yeah, the rewind things. Yeah, but that's basically it. I don't know. Then there's Tower of Fantasy, which this game takes over like 44 gigabytes of storage on my phone. So, I mean, it's a cool game. I just haven't really had the time to really dig into this to really see if it's going to be one that I'm going to commit to. But I might give it a chance. But, yeah, those are basically all the ones. You obviously know about Warframe because they did a gameplay of this. And it does also have some control support. The Altos games do. But now I think it's time for the main event. Rayman Adventures. I know I told you guys that this game isn't dead, and I'm going to prove it to you. Watch. I don't think you guys are ready for this. Look. Connecting the server. See, you would think right here, it would have just completely kicked you out. This is where normally a game would just completely boot you out if the servers are turned off. But watch. Just give it a minute. Okay, so it's at the title screen. Now you're probably thinking, look, it even pulls up the controller pad, watch. But now you're thinking, yeah, but that's just to get into the game. What about actually playing it? Now watch. I'm gonna click play. Wait, you guys ain't ready for this. See, no, I think it's usually after the loading screen. It would have been like, oh, sorry, you can't play this anymore. Or unable to connect. Or whatever it may be. You guys are going to be dang shocked to see this. Watch. I'm even still kind of shocked that this game is still playable. Look. Look, it still loads. Play with friends. Look, it still loads as if the game is still active. The game shut down back in 2023, you guys. Like, I'm literally hopping into a level right now. And just so you know, I didn't mod my phone. I didn't like use any emulators. But this is the actual game. Like, I'm literally playing this with my MCON as we speak. I wish I could be making this up, but I'm not. Maybe I need to put my Ray-Bans on and kind of show you guys. It's kind of insane. Yeah. There you go. That's pretty much it. Looks like, oh, that little gem thing is in the way. I got another little puffball dude. Height 120 meters. I know it still seems kind of crazy. Look, it even gave me an achievement. It gave me a game center achievement. I'm not making this up. Like, this is the craziest thing ever. I'm pretty sure this game is supposed to be just straight up a goner. But it's not. It's not a goner. Fight to the finish. A bit of my different. Incredibles and impressive. Okay, yeah. This is crazy, y'all. No. Bam. That is another W. Bam. Just like that. Fully 100%ed. That is crazy. I really hope I don't get like a copyright strike for this. But this is still like mind-boggling. Catch all the limbs. So many limbs. Jeez. Move and press. Oh, I missed one. Boom. Oh, I almost... Yep, that's perfect. Bam! Perfect score. So there you have it, guys. That is my proof that Rayman Adventures is not dead. It is in fact still alive. Like I said, I didn't mod my phone, or like I didn't alter my phone. I'm not using an older phone with the game on it. I'm literally playing this on my iPhone 17. It still works. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it just does. That's crazy. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you guys want to see any of the games I showed you, or heck, even games like Warframe, Asphalt, I'm already showing you guys Prince of Persia, so that's already covered. But if you want to see the Alto, like Alto's Adventure, Warframe, Alto's Odyssey, maybe some Asphalt, and maybe this Tower of Fantasy, I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I shall go ahead and end this episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that vid. Don't forget to like and sub, turn on those post notifications, and also share this to other gamers. Share this info to other gamers, man. They need to know. They need to know that Rayman Adventures is still active. I'm probably going to make a short out of it. To kind of spread the word out. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's episode, y'all. Or tonight's episode. Thanks for watching.